So this is my 1977 280Z, just purchased and about to start a restoration project. So I'm going to take you guys through the initial pictures here and looking at all the rust and initial work that's going to have to be done on this car. So I'm stripping it all down and just taking a look at everything. So the bodywork is actually frame, as everything's in pretty good condition. Just minor rust repair on this car so far. Battery tray wasn't too bad. So I'm detailing the engine compartment. I'm not pulling the engine. Everything's been, and the car runs good, so it's mainly cosmetic work. I'm gonna salvage the existing pipe and just put this new tip on it. So I've taken the valve cover off and just given it a good wet sand and polish. Strut bar, that's a Cusco. I've got the underbody all POR 15'd and slightly undercoated, and let's start the bodywork process here.
I'm going to put epoxy primer on first couple layers. Then we're going to come back and do high build primer and start block sanding this main body. This is my makeshift shop spray booth. Should be adequate. Alright, so out here working on the 280Z, I've been block sanding. You can see I've still got some pretty bad high spots or low spots. Actually both. That's all the way down to metal block sanding, so can't go any further down than that. Same on the sides. Fenders look actually pretty good. That's just epoxy down to the epoxy there, so that's okay. Over here I've got just a couple pinhole spots. Spot putty will get that, but everything else is looking pretty good. Looks like what I'm going to have to do is high build primer, 1 or 2 more rounds, and block sand again. And just keep at it and get these lines clean. Alright guys, back out here in the shop working on the 77 280Z. Final stages of block sanding and getting ready to prep it for paint. So let's give it a little walk around, take a look. Alright, let's get to block sanding and we'll see how everything looks after we're finished with that. Alright guys, I've got this thing block sanded, 180 grit. I also went and ran some 320 grit around most of it just to get an initial head start on wet sanding. I'm not seeing any serious imperfections that I can't solve but wet sanding and maybe some spot putty. So we're getting close to the final stages here on paint prep. Lines look pretty clean. I'm not a professional body man, but this is my car, so it passes the test for me. Alright, so I've finished block sanding, and now it is time to get to work on wet sanding. Alright, so let's get to it. Here's what I've got. 320 grit waterproof sandpaper, then to 400, and then possibly to 800. 800 might be a little overkill. We'll see how it looks after the 400. Alright, let's get to it. So the wet sanding's coming along pretty good.
So I'm going to continue to post these videos as I progress on this car, and if you guys like this video, then comment and subscribe to future videos. Alright?